Welcome back, everyone. Today, I'm excited to talk about the movie Bumblebee that came out just today. The sixth film in the Transformers franchise. And as a whole, I'm going to say real quick what I feel about the Transformers films. And honestly, the only one I think legitimately good, I guess, is the first one. And 2, 3, and 4 are extremely dumb, but sometimes fun, but sometimes insufferable. And then 5 was just really a bunch of nothing, just shit thrown at the wall. So all the sequels to the first one, I thought, were really just either in ways really mixed bags, or sometimes they were fun because they were so stupid, or they were so stupid they weren't fun. Like, they're very mixed bag movies for me. Even the first one, even though it has the most sincerity to it, is not like the best movie ever, but it's a totally fine first attempt. And I feel like the issue with those movies, all 5 of the other ones, is Michael Bay, and he is one of those directors where he very lucrative in product placement and lucrative in jokes that are really stupid and writing that's really stupid, and he's really keen on sound effects and visuals, even though sometimes you can't tell what's going on. So I've never loved the first 5 Transformers films. I think that overall I've seen them all at least a couple times. The first 3 I've seen a couple times. 4 or 5 I've only seen once. But overall it's a franchise so far that I had not had a love for at all in any way, shape, or form. But going into Bumblebee, I was really excited about this movie because it looked different. It wasn't directed by Michael Bay. And it is also directed by Travis Knight, this guy who did the movie Kubo and the Two Strings, Laika's animated film from a couple years ago, which was a really great movie. And I love the fact that they marketed it this way, where this movie is a very small story in which it feels very much akin to something like E.T. or The Iron Giant, where this character who is low on life finds a compatible friend from up above, from space. And I think that the way that they did this made this movie really fun and really interesting, and I love the fact that this is the first great Transformers movie, I could say. Like, I feel like there's nothing that I really have a big issue with. I felt like this overall was better than all of the other ones in terms of entertainment, or just in terms of, like, a movie. I felt like this was the best one because of the small scale and because of no Michael Bay, because there are still jokes in this movie. It has still got that type of Michael Bay-ish humor, but it's done way better. It's way more not as stupid and not as in your face, and not always every couple minutes of the movie something like a dog humping another dog, or like seeing robot testicles, like shit like that, like in the first 5 movies. I like how in this one they didn't do that because Michael Bay is not a director. He's a producer on this movie, funny enough, though. He still is involved with this one. But I really did like this movie. I really did like these characters. I really liked how Bumblebee is this character who, like in the other movies, has lost his voice. He can't speak, and this character Charlie, played by Haley Steinfeld, who is great in this movie, and I love her as an actress and just as a person. She is great in this movie, and she really is moving, and she and Bumblebee have this great relationship that, again, feels akin to E.T. and Elliot, or how the other characters from The Iron Giant are, and how these characters really work on an emotional level. They really pull off this sincerity and love for each other, and I really do love these characters. And I really did love this movie overall, even though it's a very small scale movie, but I felt like that it worked very well in its favor. For a Transformers movie, this worked very well. So I really loved the hell out of Bumblebee. I thought it was a great, fun Transformers movie. It was a very sincere and sweet movie, and because of the people involved, the person directing, the way that they're changing their ways in terms of like making this spin-off movie different than the Michael Bay ones, as he's not directing it, it really gives this movie a sign of being a good turn, hopefully, for this franchise, where a lot of people who are falling off the deep end for this franchise will hopefully come back, or if they haven't seen any other ones, will enjoy this one. So I really love this movie. I thought it was a great first movie. It's a prequel. if it's in the same continuity. I keep hearing it's not in the same continuity, but I don't know enough about the Transformers lore in the movies to really remember if this is connected or not, if there's any like nods to say it isn't. But this is in 1987, so it could be, but it might not be. So overall, tell me what you think down below of Bumblebee if you went and saw it, and tell me what your feelings about it. Is this the best Transformers movie ever? Like I thought it truly was the best. So thank you guys so much for watching, and take care.